Hi everyone, how are you guys doing today? Today is Feast of Trumpets, and well, there is some importance to trumpets, and the one thing I want to tell you guys about trumpets is it is a reminder for us all to call out to God when we need Him, and that we need to be calling out to Him when we don't necessarily need Him, which really we do need Him all the time, but like, as you all know, my circumstances, I definitely need Him now. Anyway, I did have a dream last night. I know it was just a dream, I'm sure. Yeah, it was pretty much just a dream, but anyway, I was dreaming that people were coming against me, and attacking me for whatever reason. We have all this stuff going on. I'm sure it all derives from the things we're looking at. Anyway, I woke up at 3 a.m, so that was around that time today that I had the dream. And in the dream I called out to Jesus, and I said, in your hands I commend my spirit. And then I started raising up, and then I got scared because I didn't really want to leave this world, and then I landed back into reality. But the thing with that is I want to remind us all that we need to give our lives to God all the time. We need to put our lives in His hands because, we need God's help, and God can help us by speaking to the hearts of other people. We're supposed to be, the Bible for other people. We're supposed to be representations of Christ. We're supposed to be the light in the world, and He can speak to the hearts of other people and work through people to help you and to help others. So that's what I wanted to show you out of that, is put all your cares upon the Lord. Everything, all the good things, all the bad things. Give your life, commend your spirit, meaning give your life to Christ, and we have to depend on Him to help us. And so I told you guys I was going to talk about dreams, right? So most dreams that I would talk about in videos ever, I did a video before, and I said that if we talk about dreams, we need to give the scripture to back that up. Now we know that in what I said today, Jesus did say that to God, in your hands I'll commend my spirit, and that was the last thing He said on the cross. But we need to do that too. We need to give our lives to Christ while we are alive. There's a certain person in politics, I guess yesterday, passed away, and people are saying, we need to pray for her spirit. You guys, you got to call out to Christ while you're alive, while you can speak for yourself, while you can ask God for help. Anyway, so one of the dreams I had some time ago, I was having issues with people, certain people, and I was talking to God a lot about it. And then He gave me this verse. So I woke up and I looked it up. It was Romans 12:20 where I found it. He didn't give me the book and the verses. Yeah, actually I remember He did, but I couldn't remember it quite too well. I remembered the 12 and 20. Anyway, but I found it. And this is exactly what He told me in my dream. If you listen carefully to what He says and do all that I say, I will be an enemy to your enemies and will oppose those who oppose you. So therefore, He means that He will take all our problems that we have with certain individuals in our own private lives. At least this is what I'm talking about, private life. He will take it on, and we need to let Him handle them. So I'm going to read it one more time for you guys. So remember, it's you have issues with certain people. Just give it to God. Tell God about your problem with these certain people. Pray for them also, because if they're mistreating you, they're talking to you badly, they're causing rifts in your marriage, rifts in your family, rifts in your friendship, rifts at work, well, they obviously need Christ. So pray for them, but also pray about them. And this is what God told me. So I'm going to read it one more time for you guys because it goes quick, right? If you listen carefully to what He says and do... I'm good. Start again. If you listen carefully to what He says and do all that I say, I will be an enemy to your enemies and will oppose those who oppose you. Romans 12:20. So that was a good one. Uh-oh, my phone thing fell. It's not my regular phone holder. I can't find it. So I'm using like this Shoot, I can't quite get it back now. Anyway, it's kind of too high up is really what it is. But anyway, I have this other verse too. I'll just sit up a little bit on my foot, and then I won't have this issue, will I? There I go, sitting on my foot. All right. Another one that was in my dreams was in Deuteronomy. Now, this one I did hear the verse. I was just told the verse, and so I looked it up. It was right when it was really on my heart to really try to talk to the Muslims. I have a lot of videos trying to explain some things, how we see them as Christians, on my YouTube channel. And so this was when I was doing those videos, and I was told this verse, book and chapter and verse. And so I woke up and I wrote it down, and then I went to look it up. Deuteronomy 5:6. I am the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage. The next verse is, thou shalt have no other gods before me. So I found that was really interesting, because I was trying to talk to them about God, and he says, I am the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage. And thou shalt have no other gods before me. I found that was really interesting when I was doing those videos. And then I have one other one that's really interesting that I wanted to share with you guys too. Well, there's two verses. Okay, and this was when I was having issues with a friend of mine. She's not my friend anymore. She took things a little bit, well, she was a very sensitive person. I tried to be as sensitive as I could. Anyway, she was having major issues with one of her kids, and as much as I tried to be understanding, I was also understanding of the people she was having issues with at the time, with to-dos, with her children. Anyway, and these are the verses that I was told when I ran into a hard time trying to comfort her and understand her, but give her understanding a little. Anyway, it's a long story, and I don't really want to go into all the particulars, but this is the verse that I was given. Proverbs 25:11. Like apples of gold in settings of silver is a word appropriately spoken. And the next verse, like a gold earring, like a fine gold necklace is a wise reprover to a receptive ear. But the very first one that I told you was exactly with my dream. Like apples of gold and setting of silver is a word appropriately spoken. And the other one is, and that was like, I don't know if I told you guys, that was Proverbs 25:11. Oh yeah, I did tell you. Well, now I told you twice. And the other is Song of Songs, or Song of Solomon, chapter 2, the first 6 verses, especially the third one. I'll read the third one first. Like an apple tree among the trees of the forest is my beloved among the young men. So apples are like wisdom, knowledge, and we should receive them as golden apples. Knowledge should be like golden apples. So I'm going to go back and read that to you real quick. Like apples of gold in settings of silver is a word appropriately spoken. Then like a gold earring, like a fine gold necklace is a wise reprover to a receptive ear. I thought that was pretty fitting to the problem I was having with her. And my dream was I was in an apple orchard, and I was there looking at the apples. And so I started to reach for the most bottom apples, or to pick up the ones off the ground. And Jesus came to me in my dream. I swear to you, this is exactly what happened. So Jesus came to me in my dream, and he said, don't take the apples from the bottom, reach for the apples from the top. And he told me that they were much richer and much better. I don't know, maybe he's telling me wisdom. You know, he's talking to me about the golden apples being wisdom. Look for wisdom. Maybe he's trying to tell me, you know, that got to be careful with the words that we say, you know, and maybe he was understanding of me trying to say what I said carefully. And then the other one, like an apple tree among the trees of the forest is my beloved among the young men. See, and I found Jesus amongst the trees, you know, the apple, only it wasn't the forest, it was an apple orchard. And you know, so these are the verses I found that kind of match that. And so I'm going to read the rest. So chapter 2 of Song of Songs, 1 through 6. I am a rose of Sharon, a lily of the valleys. Like a lily among thorns is my darling among the young women. Like an apple tree among the trees of the forest is my beloved among the young men. I delight to sit in his shade, and his fruit is sweet to my taste. Like the apples, and him telling me to reach for the ones higher up because they were sweeter, they were better. I think he was trying to tell me too that I need to, you know, reach for good people and, you know, to be in my life, you know, people that can give me wisdom, people that I can learn from and learn with. And I think he was also telling me that it's okay to give words of wisdom, you know, that's all right. Giving words of wisdom to people you love is like giving them a golden apple. I delight to sit in his shade, and his fruit is sweet to my taste. Let him lead me to the banquet hall, and let his banner over me be love. We need the love of Christ over us. A banner is like a flag of love over us. Also this, let him lead me to the banquet hall. So today, you know, Feast of Trumpets, and the trumpet sounding is supposed to remind us that Christ is coming soon. And so, you know, eating the apples and the honey because that's sweet, right? And the apples go along with the theme of my dream today. And it's like also eating, you know, trying to eat good things. I made some pumpkin bread today, you know, and we had our soup. Of course, I always try to make good food anyway, right? We're supposed to learn from certain specific days how to live every day. Anyway, but to look forward to that banquet when he comes. Strengthen me with raisins, refresh me with apples, for I am faint with love. And actually, raisins and apples are good for us, right? His left arm is under my head, and his right arm embraces me. So he lifts us up, he comforts us, he's there to give us words of wisdom, there to give us knowledge. He's sitting there to embrace us and shower us with his love. He's sitting there in the trees wanting to comfort us and keep us company there. And so those are my dreams that had certain verses. I've had many others, but those are the ones I wanted to share with you guys, the ones that I had the verses written down and kept, and the ones that I thought would be most fruitful for you guys. There are others, but those are the ones I really think that would be good to share with you all. So, oh, and there was a verse, I read it and I forgot to look it up, where he says that he speaks to us in dreams. And I forgot to look it up for you guys. So I'll look it up, and then I'll just post the verse on my page so you guys can see it. So I'll look it up after doing this video, after I upload it, and then I'll put it on my page. And when I upload this to YouTube, which will be, I don't know, probably late tonight because it takes forever to upload sometimes. Anyway, it's a short video. It shouldn't take too long to upload to YouTube either, but I'll just put it underneath the explanation of the video. So you guys will have it there. Anyway, so yeah, have a great day, everybody. And, oh, another thing. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's run my mouth a little bit more. Also, as far as Feast of Trumpets, for some people, it's like New Year or renewal, new beginnings. I believe that the new year biblically is actually spring when everything comes to life. But at the same time, if you're looking to Christ, you know, you're looking for renewal all the time. And the trumpets and him coming, well, that's definitely a renewal that we're looking forward to. Well, anyway, so then I got to thinking too, with everything that I'm going through in my house, my husband tore off a, sorry, there's a fly pestering me over here. Anyway, so he was working on the roof today. I guess some of the wood was ruined. Most of it's fine, but apparently there's some that's not. Anyway, so I was thinking, well, with the whole apples and the renewal and, the Feast of Trumpets, and heck yeah, I'd like to get out of here and have Jesus come now so I don't even have to worry about the house anymore. Wouldn't that be great? Him just pull me out of here and not have to worry about, all the money being spent and all the, bad thoughts about this house, And then a friend of mine said, yeah, just watch. It would be like once you got it all fixed up, then he'd come. Then you'd want to stay in it. Funny little conversation I had with him. Anyway, but, I just like renewal though, starting afresh and, once we get everything done. And learning to rely on God and calling out to him in my time of need. And I think the same should be for you guys. We're not suffering in this world alone. I'm suffering. A lot of you guys are suffering. You're not alone in your suffering. We're all suffering different things, but we're all suffering. And we all need to pray for each other. So, just keep calling out to God and he will come through. But you got to believe that. You got to keep praying about it. And he'll come through one way or another. And he's got a plan. And maybe he wants us to learn something. Or maybe it's just a test of our faith, like I said to you guys the other day. It could be just a test of your faith. Satan trying to say, hey, let's see if she believes now, because I was telling you guys in my other video that just like a day or two before all this started, as far as when I noticed it all, I was thinking about, well, I'll always, with everything going on today and all the problems, and I told you guys the other day that I was thinking about how, I believe in God no matter what came against me. And it's like, he's like, well, let me see if you'll believe now, So don't stop believing. Keep your faith. Don't fail the test, like I told you guys before. And you're not in this world suffering alone. We're all suffering through something. Anyway, got my coffee here. And what do you guys think of my cup? Pretty nice, huh? Anyway, have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.